Hey altcoin fans, thanks for joining me here on Altcoin Radar today. So today guys, I'm going to give you guys my realistic long-term price prediction on the FIRO token. FIRO, however you guys want to pronounce it, whatever. And as always guys, hey, if you like my content, then go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel as always, and go ahead and give the video a thumbs up because it helps me out, and why not, right? And also, guys, hey, feel free to follow me also on Twitter with the link in the video description below. As you guys can see, I've been on here since February 2021. I'm pretty active on here. It's a place for me to talk about altcoins, and it's a lot of fun. I love talking with the community. I love just talking about altcoins all day long and just stating my own opinion. It's a lot of fun. So if you're into that sort of thing, you want to give a shout out to me or start a chat with me, hey, go right ahead. Feel free. All right, guys, so we're going to look into the FIRO token today. We're not going to look into it. We're going to talk about the price, all about the price on the FIRO token today. All right, used to be called Zcoin. It's now called FIRO, and we're going to see where the price can potentially go to in the future. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a long-term holder, so I don't care about the prices in a year from now. I don't care about the prices in 6 months from now. I only care about the prices in 5 years or 10 years or 12 years from now. So I'm not talking, this is not for short-term traders. This video is not for short-term traders. None of my price prediction videos are for short-term traders at all. They're for long-term holders, people who want to buy in and continue to accumulate at every single dip and just continue to invest for the long term. So, as we know, guys, if you don't know anything about FIRO, they're pretty much they're kind of like a privacy coin. They care a lot about a lot of their product is caring about people's financial privacy. So hey, there's a lot of room for that in this market. So everybody wants their stuff to be private. So potentially projects like this can really grow in the long-term future. Maybe not maybe not so much in the United States, but everywhere else they definitely can. Now, we already know this coin has made it to $169 in the past, and it can definitely do it again. I mean, I could definitely see it going up that high again. It's a very low market cap coin. It's got a very low circulating supply. I think with the right marketing, with the right people behind it, with the right people talking about it, with people. If people start to care about their privacy more and more, I really could see a project like this really taking off again in the future. Now, keeping in mind, guys, if any of you guys remember the bull run from the end of 2017, early 2018, when coins just went nuts and haywire, that's when this project really took off. That's when this project really went up to, $169.99. So, I mean, I personally do think it can go that high again, but within 5 to 10 years, guys, I'll be brutally honest with you guys. I'm a very conservative person, so I don't think, when I'm putting my own money into these coins, I'm not a moonshoot type of person. I don't, I prepare for the worst, but I hope for the best, but I prepare for the worst. Okay, so I don't honestly personally believe that it's going to go to $169.99 again within 5, 10, or 12 years. I mean, it could. Obviously it did here. I mean, look at that. It went from, in a matter of a year, it went from like $1.46 all the way up to $170. People made some good money on FIRO back then. And hey, I mean, if it did it once, it can definitely do it again. But for the sake of this video and my long-term price prediction, I don't think it's going to go that high. But I could be wrong. But we're going to find out today. So guys, its current market cap is 84 million, and it's got a circulating supply of 12.3 million. And the way that I do these videos is I go with where I think the market cap for this coin could go in the potential future, and I go with where I think the circulating supply is going to be in 5 to 10 plus years. Obviously, in 10 years, guys, the circulating supply is not going to be 12.3 million anymore. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be closer to its max supply or within the middle range of somewhere between there. So for the sake of this video and the math that I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to go with somewhere around 16 million for that number. And basically, we're just going to try to figure out where it can go as far as what the market cap levels are. Now, I personally believe and think that this coin has the potential to go to at least 3 or 4 billion dollars in market cap. And when you really think about it, guys, in 4 to 5 years, as these markets grow more and more, that's really not that much money. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of money that people are putting into these projects. And, as they grow more and more in time, I can easily see a project like, FIRO growing more and more as well. And if it did, obviously, these coins are going to be up there higher, like at the $10 million market cap range in 5 to 10 plus years. Why couldn't FIRO be at, 3 or 4 million or 3 or 4 billion by that time? But that's just my opinion. And, hey, we're all open to our own opinions. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a market cap of 3 or 4, between $3 or $4 billion for this price prediction. So, we are going to see where the price could potentially go. So, with a 16 million circulating supply, we're going to multiply it by the all-time high would be, let's see here, $169.99. So what would it be if it went to that again? 169.99. Market cap would be $2.7 billion. Okay, guys, so obviously it can go higher than that, in my personal opinion. So we'll go with 16 million again. 16 million, and we will multiply by 200. Whoops, keep messing up there. 200.00. All right. So there we go. $3.2 billion. Now I think it could go potentially a little higher. So we'll try 225 real quick. 16 million by 225. 225.00. 3.6. All right. So I feel comfortable with that number. All right. Again, guys, in 5 to 10 plus years, long term, we're looking at this long term. I personally believe it could potentially go up to $225. That's me being that. Honestly, that's kind of a moonshoot for me, in all honesty, especially considering where the price is at right now. Now, if I put money into this coin, I'm not going to expect that it's going to go to $225. I'm going to hope it can go to 225, but I'm not going to expect it to go to 225. Again, that's just me being realistic and me being a long-term investor that's, being realistic here. So, this would be kind of like a moonshoot situation here. So if it went to $225 and went really high again, let's see what you could potentially make out of it. So 225. So let's say you put $5,000 into it, which is a very small number that people usually put money into a market like this. Usually people put a lot more in. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to be, for simplicity purposes, we'll just use 5,000. So divide it by $6.89. We'd get 725.68 tokens. 725.68. We're going to multiply it by 225. Now, complete moonshoot, guys, you'd come out with $163,000 in the end. That is a huge profit, okay? That's $158,000 profit, okay? That's a huge profit. I mean, I don't care who you are. It's a huge profit to make in, 5, 10 plus years on one investment. This is just one investment, you guys. Now, I'm not saying this can happen. I'm not guaranteeing anything, because I'm not a magical wizard. There's no magic ball behind me. But, hey, it could potentially do it. You just never know. And I just showed you how it could potentially be possible. But, this would be a complete moonshoot for me. So $225, you put $5,000 in now, you could potentially come out with $163,000 in the end, which would be insanely huge. So, all right, now for a more more realistic approach, if it did not go to $169 again, you guys, my prediction for it would be right around a $1 billion market cap, okay? And if it went to a $1 billion market cap, we'll see what it could potentially be then. So we'll go again with 16 million, sorry, my bad. So 16 million, and we will multiply the price by 100. That'd be 1.6 billion. Okay, so it'd be less than $100. So 16 million we'll multiply by $75. At 1.2, we're getting closer, so we'll try $60 this time. Okay, so 16 million times $60. 960 billion, or 960 million. Okay, we'll go ahead and go with that for the sake of simplicity here. So $60. All right, so let's say you got the same $5,000. Divided by 6.88, the current price. You're going to come out with 726.74. We're going to multiply that number by $60. And guys, you'd come out with $43,604. And still, guys, even on the lowest end of where I think this coin could go in the future. You know, a $60 FIRO coin, you know, you're still going to come out with, you know, a good $38,000 profit here. You're going to come out with $43,604 or somewhere around there in the end. That's a huge profit. Again, it really, really is when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. And this is just one coin. And think about it this way, guys. You know, as a long-term investor, you're not just going to have 726.74 tokens, because when you invest in these coins long-term, you're going to be accumulating more and more every time it dips as well. So every time it dips, you're going to be adding more and more to it. So you could potentially have, by the end of things, you could potentially have like 850 or even 1,000 tokens. So, you know, hey, it just goes to show that you can make a lot of money doing this stuff for the long term. So, hey, if you're the type that's chasing small profits and you know you're not really getting anywhere, think about the long term for once. You just might be surprised. So, and that's all my channel is about. You know, being a long-term hodler and, you know, long-term investments here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up because that pretty much does it for this one. Overall, my prediction is, you know, on the low end, $60, on the high end, $225. So, which is still huge from where it's at right now. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, before you guys leave, don't forget to follow me here on Twitter with the link in the video description below. And also, guys, go ahead and take a minute to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a daily basis. And hey, with that said, you guys, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos or chatting with me here on Twitter.